Hello, my friends. Today we're talking about very important part, which is called self-image. In this episode, we're talking about the part how you can change your idea about yourself, how you can change your self-image, and as a result, you can change how your business operate, how your personal brand communicate, how you feel about your life and business, and how you think about yourself. In fact, you can change how you communicate to yourself in your internal dialogue. This is very powerful technique which I am going to discuss with you more than only today. So this is very, very powerful. And I want to emphasize the importance of this idea. So one of the books which is talking about this a lot is Maxwell Maltz Psycho-Cybernetics. So this book talks a lot about how you can change your perception about yourself and change results for many areas of your life. So, on this channel, I'm going to talk a lot about these aspects nowadays because I think this was a missing piece which I didn't talk for a long, long time. So, let's start and discuss how to rewrite your mind, how to rewrite your self image using these personal branding tips or personal branding self coaching questions. Shall we start? So, question number one is, who do you want to be in your customers' minds? That's the most important question. And for many people, this is always a dilemma. They think, well, if I will think what they want to think about me, I will have to change myself accordingly. But here is an interesting observation. You will attract clients who will be attracted to your self image. So you can build your self image in correlation, seeing the reflection, how people see you. For example, if you really desperately, or not very desperately, want to attract specific types of people to your business, let's say you know who they are, let's say in my case, they're coaches, founders, course creators, they are people who lead. They are people who need to show up on camera, who understand that their business changing lives. They are eager to expose their ideas because they know anytime they show up, they impact more and more and more people. So when such people need a help from people like myself, from coaches in branding expertise and things like that, when they realize that they are either blend too much or they really can't find the uniqueness, or they need to work on their story, or they need to overcome certain resistance and they can't quite find out how. So I work with all of these issues, and in fact, I help people to find themselves, to really understand who they really are, to brand themselves, so to give the standard to this candy. I always say that brand is the candy. When you find yourself, you create this beautiful, delicious candy, and then you brand it with standards. It's beautiful wrapping, the design, the ideas, the story. This is all beautiful wrapping. And then you show up, you share your candy with people. So show up confidently. Those are three fundamentals of any brand. So I teach all aspects. I teach how to find yourself with coaching. It's a very powerful coaching program. I also help people to create perfect brands with websites, design, and I have team to create all of that. And also I have course Visibility Gym, which help people to show up confidently. So I understand who my clients are. I understand what they need. But the thing is that it's not yet about who I want to be in my customer's mind, because they know that I provide these techniques, they know that I provide these interesting programs, but do they want to work with me really? Here is an interesting aspect. To build my own self image, I need to understand what is going on in my customers' minds. Who do they choose to work with? I convert almost 75% of people when I speak to them one to one. However, I often struggle to attract multiple amount of people like traffic or footfall so that they massively come to my webinars, massively come to my channel, And I struggle about that because many times when I did work in a corporate world, I saw how companies struggle with crazy amount of people reaching out and they can't quite handle them. I know that I am almost alone in my business. My team is very small and we can't handle many people. Or if we will see too many people, basically, I'm afraid that the quality have to come down. So that's my personal image problem. I can't imagine handling far too many people. And guess what? My potential clients sense it. They are not showing up because I don't want to see them. So imagine this, when you imagine your ideal client and you imagine how they want to see you, imagine that you are welcoming, imagine that they can always reach out, they can get the best quality products from you. What else do they expect? This is a good question about how you imagine the best service or the best program. When you see your own program, it's obviously have to be the best, right? So when you think how this best service, best program look like, what's the best transformation it can provide, imagine all of this. So how you need to look in your customer's mind as a person who provide all of these amazing services, as a person who is confident that this person can handle amazing amount of people and receive great revenue from all this value which this person give. Confident person who can handle difficult situation, a person who have great attitude, a person who have knowledge, real deep knowledge and real expertise. Not I just learned it yesterday. That's in my case because I prefer to work with real experts. So you can have any type of idea how your customers perceive you and then write it down and see where this person, that ideal person, is different with you and see how you can close the gap. Now, the second personal branding question, which is often used in many personal branding programs and in mine including, this is how do you lead? What is your leading style? And your leadership style was an amazing webinar or program by my great friend Melanie Richards. So she was talking about what is your leadership style. And I want to ask you exact this question. What is your leadership style? When you imagine that perfect person who your customers see, when they reached out, you lead them towards the purchase. You lead them towards something interesting. You lead them towards a result. So, what is your leading style? What tools do you use? How do you feel when you lead? How do you move when you lead? Because you can be a queen, you can be slow and, you know, poised. You're very serious about how you deliver your information. Your vocabulary is most likely elaborate, or you can be that vibing girl, that bees girl who is speaking probably in some weird English with some weird lexics. Well, that is also possible. That's also just fun and all right. That depends on who you are. What is your leadership style? Are you that fun girl who will say, hey, come on, get on with me on this program? It will be amazing. We will vibe together. Or you say, I am inviting you to this amazing program. Let's go. So these are completely different styles. These are completely different ideas, completely different tones of the voice, completely different outfits. All is different for these leadership styles. You probably can exude the masculine energy and say, all right, we are going to fix this, we're going to find the solution, and everything will work just right. Or you can be a friend. You can be a good friend, probably on a masculine side, who will say, well, I hear you. Let's go. I can help you. We can find the solution. And you can play around this just all day long. So obviously I'm playing on the go, I'm improvising, and I have my own leadership style, which is definitely more about friendship. Many people think that I have good sense of humor. I have no idea. It's not the best idea to judge your own sense of humor, but I think we have a lot of fun with my clients, and having fun and having this amazing experiences. This is what I'm looking for in my business. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy my business, and that's my leadership style. I have expertise, I have strong solutions, and I have logical brain. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of logic, a lot of nerdiness. So let's nerd together. That's my leadership style, right? So you need to find your own. Now let's go for the last thought question: how you can change this personal brand. So how you describe this person who is that your personal brand, that new personality, and how you describe this person when you look at this person from your own perspective. What kind of beliefs this person have? What kind of skills this person has? What kind of ideas or values this person has? What kind of attitude this person has? What kind of reality this person live in? When you go through these steps, and this is one of the very, very powerful coaching exercises when we change the personality, the identity, or build a new identity, to just compare these aspects: what beliefs you have, what beliefs your ideal personality have, what reality you have, what reality this personality have. What kind of skills do you already have at this personality already built to have these beliefs, to have this reality? All those things are correlated, because when you have certain belief, when you assume something, when you assume the reality, when you have certain thoughts, they build your reality. When you have certain skills, they build your reality. So when you build your identity, you need to understand that it just doesn't come from thin air. You just don't need to have the difference between where you are right now and where you want to be in a very realistic and pragmatic way. When you just say, well, I want to make $1 million, but I don't have yet the skill how to do it. So you need to have data, you need to understand how things work. In this situation, you just need to write down like 2 columns. First, you describe your own reality, you describe your own skills, and this is exactly in the step by step. Then you describe your own beliefs. Then you describe your own assumptions. Then you describe your own values. And then you describe your own identity at the moment. And then you do exactly same things backwards when you see in correlation what your new identity is, and you go backwards from that new reality towards the beliefs, towards the skills and stuff like that. So you create certain reverse engineering technique when you tell yourself how you want to be, and then you just dissect the idea how this personality actually happened, what kind of life this personality lives. So this is one of the very interesting theoretical exercises which can help you to understand how far you are from that personality which you imagine, which your ideal customers will absolutely adore and will be attracted to, and how this person actually deliver the products, how this person lead. I hope this video will help you to reimagine and rebrand yourself in a very positive way and change your self-image, because the self-image is fundamental aspect for your confidence, for your presentations, for the way how you convert people during your discovery calls, or when you present to boards of directors, or when you do your networking. This is the fundamental aspect which will 100% help you to change your reality for better. And in the next video, we're going to talk about resistance, which is potentially can hijack all this beautiful journey towards your new self, reality towards your new self. So let's talk about rejection in the next video and see how to overcome this fear of rejection, the fear of being successful sometimes, the fear of have that imposter syndrome, the fear of failure, and many other things, how to overcome their resistance. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, subscribe and comment.